Welcome everybody, this is Broken Potato Juice, and this is Dwarf Fortress. And I am going to be creating a new world starting off. Now, this game is a little known game, but it is also one of the most influential games, influencing games like Minecraft and others like it. Now, starting off, making the world. I'm going to make it large. Its history will be very long in length. The number of civilizations will be low. It's going to be a large, sparsely populated world, which will be great for building your own civilization. Maximum number of sites is going to be high. The number of beasts is going to be very high, because it is a savage and hardly populatable world. Natural savagery, which increases the savagery to make the world more difficult. I'm going to set that to high. Mineral occurrence, I'm going to set it to frequent. So, let's begin. Now, this entire game is played in ASCII characters, which can be very hard to read at first. And you really have to learn kind of a new language. It's a game pretty much in your imagination. In fact, I think it's the closest you can get to Dungeons and Dragons in the form of a computer game. So, it's creating the new region as one rejected area, which means that the generator rejected one world because it didn't meet parameters, because it had maybe generated without any land that a dwarf could settle. And it's going to take a while. In fact, for a world this large with a history this long, it might take longer than I'm able to sit here and talk to you, but that'll be fine for now. Anyway, I might as well tell you about the game. This game has 3 modes. There's Adventure Mode, Fortress Mode, and Legends Mode. Adventure Mode involves setting out on a roguelike adventure wherein you can do pretty much whatever you want. Some of the most noble goals is to find a bunch of treasure in a cave somewhere by defeating a dragon, perhaps. One time I went and killed the leader of some large crime syndicate, and after that I retired. Basically, it's making your own story, reacting how you can. And once you learn how to read this, you'll be able to imagine exactly what's going on. So, some pretty interesting stories can arise out of this game. For example, one time, someone wrote a story about an elf king taking over a dwarf city. He wrote this out of events that happened in the actual game. There will be many occurrences of strange events happening, such as your entire city being overrun by elephants. The game is so unpredictable that your city will never be completely secure. Every fortress you start will die someday. Every adventure you begin will die someday, and the adventures end when you die, by the way. There's no respawning or anything like that. And basically, you're going to see how long you can make it and what you can do with the time you're given, or until you're eventually overwhelmed. Now it's generating the history. Now each individual character is generated with certain likes, dislikes, backstory, information, stuff like that. And right now you can see on the left hand side it's generating the Age of Myth, which is so long ago that it's practically forgotten. And you can see there's already like 5,500 historical figures, which is pretty large, and there seems to be around 2,000 dead civilizations or tribes so far. And each tribe or civilization seems to have around 4 historical figures, which I guess is pretty small, but you have to consider that most places only have like 50 people, most tribes, and the recorded events, or not even recorded events, but significant events, such as wars, foundations of new cities, are at about 60,000 right now, at only 121 years in on history. And the history is assumed to begin with the humans, elves, and dwarves already in the world. The world just begins with adult humans, elves, and dwarves that just have existed, always existed, before the game starts recording it. And as you can see, there's, in this area right here, down at the bottom, there's deserts, which is indicated by orange, rivers, swamps, forests, and each little character means a different type of environment in that square mile, different type of average environment. I don't know if it's a square mile, but that region that you can see represented by a character. Obviously the blue swirlies are ocean, the green spades are forests. You can figure it out pretty easily to read the ASCII characters and what they mean. Let's see if I can view the world. I don't remember the controls quite so well. I guess I can't. It's been 3 years since I played this, and I've only played for about 20 hours in total. Well, it appears as if my game had frozen on me, so we're gonna have to start over. This doesn't look like the screen we had before. Maybe I chose the advanced parameters one by accident. Well, I guess we did have this before. Whatever. Let's just get to it. And we're going to make it large. Its history will be very long, as I've said before. I actually think we should have more civilizations than I chose before. Number of sites. I think this looks like a pretty good world. A long history is very important for having lore and stuff generated in your world, which actually happens. This has one of the best generator of individual personalities in a game I've ever played. So let's go ahead and jump in. I don't think I'm gonna record this like I did last time, so I think I'll record the next episode when we actually have a world. See you guys then.